this episode, I'll be discussing when you start dating again. Now, while it's titled When You Start Dating Again, I think it can be very applicable to any kind of relationship, if you're building new friendships. Basically, if you're getting over, being hurt and you're looking to move on and make a new friend or date again. So the first one, worry less about if they like you and more about if you even like them. A lot of times when we have an interest in a person and we're getting to know them, we're so fixated on, do they like me? Do they like this? Do they like that? And we're not even realizing maybe we don't really even like them, but we're trying to see, do they like us? And we forget about ourselves in that. The second one, rejection is not as personal as it feels. Liking someone or being liked is more about compatibility than inherent worth. I think that a lot of times we equate our worth to if we're accepted, when that's not necessarily the case in a lot of situations. Sometimes you just don't vibe. It doesn't mean that you're not worth it or worth being loved or having a friendship or bond. It's just that you and this person just don't vibe for whatever reason that may be. Next one, stop choosing what isn't choosing you. If it's not mutual, why pursue it? If it's one-sided, or you're doing more, or you're constantly reaching out, calling, texting, making plans, trying to set out to meet, or you're making the longer drive, or you're constantly going to them, just think, is this choosing me as well, or is it just me doing the choosing? Next one, ask yourself, would you be friends with this person if you weren't physically attracted to them? Sometimes that's our first thing of liking someone, right? It's how they look. It's their physical appearance. But if we push that aside and consider all other aspects, like the emotional, would we really be even a friend to this person, right? Next one. Stop being shocked by repeated behavior. So notice the patterns and believe them. Don't just brush them off. I could have saved myself a lot of heartache if I had done this. And I do have a video coming about relationship red flags. So stay tuned for that, which will kind of touch on this one here. Next one, you don't need to be perfect to be loved. Perfection isn't relatable. You cannot connect to it. So know that. No one's perfect, so they can't request of you what they can't simply give. And the final one, your love life is one area of your life. Don't forget to nurture the rest. Significant others aside, when you visualize coming home to a life you love, what does that look like for you? I hope this was helpful. Again, while it's titled When You Start Dating Again, I think you can apply this to any relationship in your life, whether it be friendship or even, forming relationships at work, school, anything like that. These are some things to consider, especially if you're going beyond that, just associate level and trying to really form a bond. As always, thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and see you next time.